people in Texas and Arizona be like, build the wall. I'm like, you xenophobic. And I hear people in Canada like, build the wall. I'm like, I get it.
Comedian Steve Hofstetter has fun with how one phrase, which came from Donald Trump and the Make America Great Again crowd, can be interpreted in two different ways. Take, for example, Canada.
If they want to try to annihilate Ontario, I will do everything, including cut off their energy, with a smile on my face. So, and I'm encouraging every other province to do the same. Quebec, Manitoba, BC, we all have to act in unison. Out east, they rely on our energy. They need to feel the pain. They want to come at us hard, we're going to come back twice as hard.
Ontario Premier Doug Ford is now threatening to cut off energy to the United States because of this man-child running the country who prefers cozying up to dictators rather than keeping the alliance with our neighbors to the north and south.
So today, the United States launched a trade war against Canada, their closest partner and ally, their closest friend. At the same time, they're talking about working positively with Russia, appeasing Vladimir Putin, a lying, murderous dictator. Make that make sense. Canadians are reasonable, and we are polite, but we will not back down from a fight. Not when our country and the well-being of everyone in it is at stake. At the moment, the U.S. tariffs came into effect in the early hours of this morning, and so did the Canadian response. Canada will be implementing 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods.
Sticking with Canada and how Trump is causing instability.
The American people. We don't want this. We want to work with you as a friend and ally. And we don't want to see you hurt either. But your government has chosen to do this to you. As of this morning, markets are down, and inflation is set to rise dramatically all across your country. Your government has chosen to put American jobs at risk, at the thousands of workplaces that succeed because of materials from Canada or because of consumers in Canada, or both. They've chosen to raise costs for American consumers on everyday essential items like groceries and gas, on major purchases like cars and homes, and everything in between.
As I've said before on this platform, fascists create problems only they can solve. Donald Trump is simply just running the playbook.
Start up the convoy. Of course, I do understand we are in Alberta, which is... and look, Calgary isn't the rest of Alberta. Like, I understand... Like, Alberta is a bizarre place because it's like, there's a separatist movement. There's people in Alberta and Saskatchewan. I saw a billboard, a huge billboard, where Alberta and Saskatchewan, there are separatists who want to form their own country. And no one in the rest of Canada is like, no, don't go. The great nation of Alberta, Shawan.
On a lighter note, Hofstetter apologizes for the influence our idiot conservative neighbors inspired out of a branch of MAGA north of the border with the convoys. Yeah, remember that?
Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, protecting the rights of the unborn.
Freedom of religion? Didn't he want to ban Muslims from coming into the country in 2015? He said that?
You tell me, did he ban Muslims or did he ban...
He said, I, Donald J. Trump, I'm calling for a ban of all Muslims entering the United States of America. That is what he said.
He banned people from 7 different countries.
But that's literally what he said.
Yeah. I'd have to see that. I've studied these things, and he banned people.
He said it. He said it after the Paris shooting.
Yeah, no, he didn't. He didn't ban all Muslims. He banned people from 7.
But he did call that. So that is on the basis of religion.
He did not. He banned.
He did though.
Okay. I'd like to see the quote.
Seems like it's almost too easy for comedians to address the utter stupidity and conflicts we see from Donald Trump's most ardent supporters. Yet here we are with the good liars.
Now here's the thing. I am supporting Bernie Sanders. Again, some people sound sexist for doing that because I'm supporting him over Hillary. Here's the thing. I would vote for Elizabeth Warren, but she's not running. She's not, so I can't vote for her. And that's the way it works sometimes. So, what? Now you want to try again? What'd you say? What?
Chicken.
Wake up, I'm gonna die? That's the most ominous thing I've ever heard. Just as a voice in the darkness, wake up, you're gonna die. What was that? Nothing. I don't think I'll die voting for Bernie Sanders. I think I might die from that motherfucker. I don't know what's going on. None of them are gonna kill us. That's a little overboard. None of them are going to kill us. Trump will say something that will get us killed, but none of them will kill us, right?
And Hofstetter, of course. What do you know? Trump is literally saying things that are getting folks killed and putting the country in a terrible spot.
Okay, so what does it say there?
Trump, no more.
But what does it actually say there?
Well, you just have to use a blue Sharpie.
Okay, but it means
Yes.
but it says
So
soul.
Just another incredible moment here.
I don't want to offend any Trump supporters in the room, so I'll tell these jokes with words. Because he doesn't know politics, and people seem to like that. People are like, oh, he has no idea what he's doing. That's why we'll vote for him. You're like, no! That's the opposite of what you do. If you came to the show tonight and someone's like, yeah, we're going to have a comedian. He's a businessman, and he's never done comedy before. You'd be like, I want my money back. Like, that's what they said.
To see more of Steve's clips, head over to his YouTube channel, short form on TikTok, his Instagram as well. And for tour dates, head over to stevehofstetter.com/calendar. On a serious note, I interviewed him on my independent show, The Rick Strom Show, and it is a breath of fresh air to talk to not only a fellow progressive, but someone who is in the media space that is performing shows to not just lefties, but also conservatives. Please support this man. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/tytsports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.